There we go. Go, Breeze, go. Come on, Breeze. You can do it. Get breezy with it. Come on. Let's do it. Let's get it. Second. First. Hey, Paul. Pepperoni, bruh? Hella early today. Pepperoni, bruh, usually doesn't show up till it's popping off over here. But now he knows that it's gonna pop off over here, so he gets here early. He's an early adopter now. Straight up. That's how it works, straight up. How goes it? You know, it goes. How's the Cali weather today? The heat is not as oppressive as it was last week. Like the little heat dome has lessened. So it's only going to be like 103 today. Hey, Paul, I just want to say you seem a lot happier, more full of energy since getting your sleep under control. Yeah, dude. Thanks. Is there a show today? No, today's Monday. Our shows are Tuesdays and Fridays. So there will be a show tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We will start tomorrow's show. Just another manic Monday. Oh, whoa, I wish it were Sunday. That's my fun day. My I don't have to run day. It's just another manic Monday. I cannot speak patois. Or is that racist? I don't think it'd be racist if I could speak it. I think it would be a little sus if I tried to, like, impersonate it, you know? Do you have a favorite legal thriller? I do. Well, maybe not a favorite, but there's a couple that immediately pop out into my head, and both of them have Tom Cruise in them. Both. One of them that immediately pops into my head is The Pelican Brief. Or no, The Firm. The Firm. And then the other one is the one where he's the lawyer and then fucking You Can't Handle the Truth. That one. A Few Good Men. Yeah. Those two. I also like both versions of 12 Angry Men as well. Those are legal thrillers. Primal Fear was good. Not as good as The Firm and A Few Good Men. You know what is another good one that nobody ever talks about, legal thriller-wise? What was that movie called? It's got Brad Pitt. It's about a group of boys that were like abused in a boys' home, and then they grow up. Like one of them becomes a lawyer, and one of them becomes a cop, and one of them, and they like get back at the dude that was raping them in prison, like the guard that was abusing the boys in prison. You guys seen that movie? What is that movie called? That's such a good movie too, but nobody ever fucking talks about it. My Cousin Vinny. No, I mean, that's a good legal movie, but Sleepers. Thank you. That's a fucking good ass movie. Kevin Bacon plays the evil guard that like raped them. want to make a movie about the West Memphis boys. I mean, there's kind of already a giant documentary parts about them. But yeah, I mean, it would be cool. Yeah, they accidentally off somebody with a hot dog cart as kids. Yeah, they steal a hot dog cart and push it downstairs, and it runs over a dude. And they all have to go to, like, juvie. Oh, you gotta see Sleepers, bro. You gotta see Sleepers, man. If you haven't seen that movie, you gotta see it, bro. It's a legitimately good movie. The Verdict? Yeah, The Verdict is okay. I don't know. Have you seen Pearl? No, I have not seen Pearl. Pearl. It's just another manic Monday. A Time to Kill is really good, yeah. It's like Gene Hackman and what's his name, right? Or am I thinking of something? No, that's Mississippi Burning I'm thinking of. Mississippi Burning is another good legal thriller. More of like a cop drama than a legal drama, though, I guess. Which one were you talking about? The Verdict. The Social Network. I guess that counts, yeah. It's a legal thriller, right? I'd say that counts. Just another manic Monday. Paul, which Onion Nuggets episode did you freak out at TJ over rules? You got me, bro. There are over 400 episodes of the show. Paul, which Onion Nuggets? Yeah, are you having a brat summer? Is that brat summer or brat summer? Like bratwurst? I'm having neither. Yeah, Social Network counts 100%, yeah. It's a legal thriller. If you were wealthy, would you buy out other podcasts? No. Fuck no. Like, I hate to tell you guys this, but if I was wealthy, like wealthy, you'd probably never hear from me again. Like, if I reached a point where I didn't have to work anymore, I probably wouldn't. Blood in my eyes, bro, and I can't see. Yeah, I did. And they tried to take my life away. Many men. Oh, many, many, many men. Blood in my eyes, dog, and I can't see. People get bored, though. It's just boring just to sit on the beach all day. I didn't say I would just sit on the beach all day. I said I wouldn't work. That doesn't mean I'd sit on the beach all day. It just means I wouldn't work. I'll hold this here for a minute, let it cool down. I've a gigantic list of things. I do. If I didn't have a job, I would not be sitting around. Yeah, I mean, same. I think everybody does. No Salty Paul movie studios. Well, that's the thing. Is like you guys would not see me doing this. I wouldn't be doing this job if I got suddenly wealthy. But you might hear about me doing other things. I just wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now. As much as I enjoy what I'm doing now, yeah, I mean well, not maybe not the main driver, but one of the main drivers of what I do now is to make money, right? People always ask me about losing or learning an instrument. I started to learn. I started to learn piano when I was young. I got reasonable at trumpet, flugelhorn, and cornet, but I can't really play either now. So it would be probably piano if I could pick one. Oh, it is mentally draining. It's crazy. That's why I wouldn't do it. If I fucking suddenly had a windfall and made like $100 million, I'd be fucking gone. You guys would never see me again. I probably wouldn't even say goodbye. As a man who stocked shelves for 7 years and an auto mechanic for 8 years counting, I really appreciate your advocacy for guys like me. Much love, brother. Hope you're doing great. Yeah, buddy. I get that, and I'm a cook, and I like cooking, but if I didn't have to do it to make ends meet, I wouldn't, right? I bet little PJ tooting his horn was a sight to see. Oh, yeah. You have a retirement number? No, I will never retire, probably. I'll probably do this till I die, or maybe if not this, I'll parlay this into something else. I don't think I will ever get a chance to retire. That's just not in my plans. Paul, I think you give Destiny more credit than he deserves. The guys are spur that doesn't know. The guy is a spurg, right? Who doesn't know what he's talking about most of the time. I don't think that's true. I mean, he may be a spurg, but I don't necessarily think he doesn't know what he's talking about most of the time, and I wouldn't go that far with it, personally. I do think he's not handling things well right now, but that's okay. Most people aren't. Did you ever do a mental health awareness podcast? I wouldn't even know what that looked like, urethra. Disney said some really hideous stuff about the genocide in Gaza, too. I'm sure he did, yeah. That's his kind of thing, is making hot takes and getting famous for it. Yeah, I tried to get on his show yesterday. If you go watch towards the end of it, I call him while he's doing like some puzzle or GeoGuessr or something, and he sees it's me, and he's like, "Oh God, no, I can't do Paul right now. Not right now. Not at all. No, not right now. Can't do Paul." I was like, "Shit." Well, oopsie. But yeah, I saw the stream. Paul the Menace. I know, dude. That's the sad thing is I think he's still, like, I think Destiny still thinks that I'm looking to get a gotcha over on him, and I'm really not. Like, if I get one, great, but like, you know what I mean? Like that, he thinks that that is what I'm talking to him for, and I'm just talking to him because I'm fascinated with him. That's all. Do you wonder why he got salty when you tried that when you said that Finkelstein soft on him? Yeah, I mean, I think he probably got salty because a lot of people have said that. Like, a lot of people think that he didn't look great in that debate, that it optically was not a great debate for him, and I think that, you know, he's defensive of that. And here I am, another dude who he felt he was charitable to, talking shit, right? I get it. I don't think, see, just because it wouldn't be something that I would care about, doesn't mean it isn't something that, you know, someone else might care about. Like, I have different proclivities than you do. I have different expectations than you do. Doesn't he suspect that's what most people want out of him? I would imagine so, yeah. I'm still making my way through the Finkelstein debate. The last couple of days have been wild, so I really haven't done much work on it, but I'm going to continue. I'll get it finished. I'll get my notes done so that if he wants to talk about it next time, it's just like the world has changed now. So I don't know if he wants to drag out the Finkelstein debate right now. I don't even think he cares about IP right now. I think he's like fully on this new, like, charitability time is over for the, you know, the Trumpists arc. I feel deeply withered by his and Vosh's debate bro mentality. I mean, it's a mentality, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? I can't be that way, and I think he's expecting me to be that way, and I'm just not built that way, right? Like, to be frank, I don't have the debate experience to conduct myself that way. I'm not looking to debate. I said it, like, it's one of the first things I said to him. I'm not a debate bro. I don't do debates. I argue with people. I'll talk with people. But debate is like a whole different thing in my mind. I think Destiny has actually incorporated some of Finkelstein in his new debates. Zero respect for his opponents. I kind of like it. What did you miss so far? Hey, let me catch you up on the last fucking 20 minutes of the show, okay? Let's go back. Hey, guys. Let's rewind the show for Madison. Madison Black is here, and we've got to look. I know we've all been kind of progressing along with a conversation for almost 20 minutes, but let's stop and recap it because Madison Black just showed up, okay? Kidding. Don't do that. Yo, bro, name a car for an edit, please. Why are you kids doing this, dude? What is this? Like, what is your plan with if you will tell me what you're gonna do with the edit, what you expect to happen because of the edit, I will name 5 fucking cars for you. All you have to do is answer that question, and I will name 5 fucking cars for you, bro. I swear to God. I'll name 5 badass cars for you for the edit. So, like, if you know what it is, if you are willing to tell me what it is, I'll do it. But I'm not just gonna, like, yell out a car. We mainly just do it to get subscribers and to entertain people. Okay, cool. Thank you. I get it. So you want me to name a car? A Koenigsegg. A Koenigsegg Regera. There you go. That's a car you don't hear about much. It's just weird when you guys like breeze through and just ask for shit, and the person that's doing stuff doesn't know what you're looking to do with it. There you go, bud. You want more? The skibbities are toiling. At least that skibbity was willing to talk to me about it, though. Yeah, you're never, like, when you ask somebody for a car for an edit, you're never going to get somebody that says Koenigsegg Regera. 100%. That's a badass fucking car, too. All carbon fiber body. Thing rips. Got a fucking giant V12 in it. Dodge Challengers. Yeah, people like, it's the Demon, right? The Dodge Demon. Or the Scat Pack Dodge, right? I mean, like, that's like the car right now for young people, right? Pull up in a Demon on God. It's a Z shit. It's a Z shit. Sir, I'm curious. What do you think is the most practical car model? The most practical car. Practical? I don't know, bro. Like, I'm a big apologist for Nissan right now. I've owned, the last 2 new cars that I've gotten have been Nissans, and they've been really great cars. So, like, the Nissan Rogue, the Nissan Kicks, that line of, like, gas-powered cars. And then right now, I own a 23 Nissan Ariya. Cybertruck is most practical, yeah. Pull up in a Demon on God. I have an 8-year-old Nissan with 125,000 miles still going strong. Yeah. No, I'm an apologist for Nissan for sure. Your eyes never look stoned. I wish I was like that. I think my eyes just always look stoned is the thing. That's the key. If your eyes always look stoned, then you never look stoned. Once people have seen you looking like this most of the time, they think, oh, that's just Paul's eyes. That's the key, man. That's what you want. Hellcat, because I'm a hellraiser. Stoner. I'm a stoner, dude. I'm a big Mazda fan. Yeah, I mean, like, I think that, like, Asian vehicles, like Japanese or Korean cars in general, are pretty good. Like, in terms of, like, practicalness, in terms of price, and in terms of, like, reliability and ease of, like, fixing them and stuff. Like a Honda, a Toyota, a Nissan, a Mazda. There's a couple others, right? I think you probably can't go wrong with that.
Want me to get you some cold brew?
Sure, if you don't mind. I did have my meds, yeah. Thank you, baby. Volvo. I don't know, bro. I don't know much about Volvo at all. Fun to mod and soup up too. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, that's another thing with, like, these little, like, Asian cars is that you can customize them a lot better than you can some other cars, right? Volvo was in Mad Max. Yeah, I knew a girl that had a Volvo in high school, and it was like, it was famous because it was like an 80s Volvo station wagon. Like, it was famously lame. The car was famously lame. It was famous in school. Driving a Hyundai Accent. Yeah, I've never driven a Hyundai. I don't think so. I can't really speak for them, but I think that isn't Hyundai. It's a Korean. Thank you, baby. How are you feeling today? Okay. That's good.
Not too weak.
No, it's great. You don't mind what strain is that? It is Blue Dream. I'm sorry, baby. Yeah, chuck that piece of shit out. Just leave it. I'll get it in a sec. Don't worry about it. Mazda 3 was the easiest car I've ever driven. I remember looking at a Mazda 3. I'm trying to remember when. I think it was after, like...
Was it for your first, like, new car that you bought?
No, it was after that. The first new car I bought was a Scion XB. I bought a 2006 Scion XB. That was the first brand new car I ever owned. I think it was after I moved to Texas. No, after I moved to Louisiana. Because at that point, it was like, we need a car. And when I was looking at cars, I think I was looking at a Mazda 3. We ended up getting like a Ford Probe? Or no, a little hatchback thing?
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was.
It wasn't a Ford, it was like something Ford Fusion-ish.
Yeah, it was like a little hatchback car. And it was a good little car.
But you wouldn't have wanted to keep it long-term anyhow.
No, it was just to putter around in.
Yeah.
It was an older car. Not old, but older. Hyundai is just cute. Yeah. I mean, I did more damage smoking in it than I did driving it.
Yeah.
We had a Civic get us up to 260,000 miles before it crapped out. So you can't really expect that from most other vehicles, like American vehicles, unless you're getting like a Ford Super Duty or something. If you're getting like a Ford truck or maybe even I don't know, I really can't speak for anything other than Ford Super Duties. I'm a Ford guy. Like if I were ever to need a truck, I would get a Ford F-150 or F-250, right? If you get one of those can pull 260,000 miles and not crap out, as long as you're keeping maintenance on them. But then if you talk about like the shittier types of cars, hell no. Like a Ford Focus is not getting 260,000 miles on it, ever.
I heard something the other day that like the Japanese cars, they kind of idiot-proof them. They're like, we're going to build it so it still works even if you don't keep up with the maintenance.
Yeah. Not only that, but they build them so that the components that are most likely to go out are easy to get to and standardized.
And cheap.
Cheap, well that's what I mean. Standardized means easy to get, anybody can get their hands on it, easy to install.
Yeah, they're idiot-proof cars,
Yep.
basically.
Most Ford cars are crap, found on road dead. Yeah, I know. I remember the old thing. I was raised in a Ford family. My parents had a 1969 Ford F-150. It was a beautiful truck, and it was still running. Probably had over 200,000 miles on it, easily.
Your dad was a grease monkey and was keeping that.
My dad was a mechanic.
Yeah.
He dropped a brand new engine in the fucking thing when it needed one. But that's part of the maintenance of a truck that old, right? He dropped a brand new engine in the truck, and that's all it needed. The transmission never went on it. Everything on it was rock fucking solid. Ford Taurus and Escorts were craps. Oh my God, dude. My parents had a Ford Taurus station wagon that they gave to one of my little sisters for her car when she turned 16. I was like, oh, should have worked a job like I did. Because that's a fucking terrible car to have to show up to school in, dude. A Ford Taurus station wagon, bro. Get over it. Get over it, bro. Ring it up. It's over. You pull up in the fucking burgundy 1993 Ford Taurus wagon to school, it's over. Dodge Demon is your beauty car. You and everybody else, man. Everybody wants a Demon. They are pretty. I'm not gonna. They look fucking mean as fuck. It's like modern American muscle. It's just weird to me because rap has been so much about foreigns for so long that now everybody's rapping about a Dodge. You know what I mean? Like I didn't see that coming.
I guess people finally forgot about Dodge Neon.
Yeah, and darts. The Dodge Dart. You ever heard of those?
My mom has one.
She has a Dart?
Yeah.
An old Dart? Or is it a new
like
Dart?
A 2015-ish or something.
I didn't know she had a Dart. Not great cars. Not the worst cars, but not a great car. I had a white Cadillac V8 for a while. Yeah, I had a Cadillac Riviera that my dad sold to me, and he ended up ripping me off because I needed a car, and he had this Cadillac Riviera sports. It was like a sports luxury car from the 90s. And it had all kinds of wild shit that cars didn't have yet. 8 CD changer, fucking sunroof, power everything, you know, the whole nine, right? But it cost so much, so my dad sold me this car, right? I buy it off of him. I drive it for about 2 months, and I start hearing this fucking horrible noise when I'm getting on the brakes. It's like, every time I get on the brake. So I take it in, and the guy tells me the brakes on this thing haven't been serviced in like 20 years. It's worn down to the rotors, and one of your rotors is, so we're gonna have to do like extensive repairs on this car to get it roadworthy. And I was like, that motherfucker. He sold me a car that he knew was probably like about to die, probably having brake problems. He probably got the quote and he was like, I'll just unload it. And he unloaded it on his son.
You could have, like, probably
lemon lawed him or something?
Yeah, lemon law him.
So I ended up having to pay something like $900, right? Which was most of my savings at the time to get my brakes fixed. It was a piece of shit car. Piece of shit car. You guys remember that? I got a piece of shit car. The fucking pile of shit never gets me very far. My car's a big piece of shit, 'cause it always fucking stalls. And the seat cushion's got a big rip, so the spring always pokes the balls. It's got no CD player, he's only got the 8-track. Whoever designed my car can lick my sweaty nutsack. Piece of shit car. I got a piece of shit car. Was supposed to inherit my dad's truck when I was a teenager after he died. I was supposed to inherit my dad's 1943 Willys Jeep, 44 Willys Jeep, that he rebuilt himself, raised on Monster Mutter tires, primer gray, brand new V8 engine in it. That was supposed to be my car when I turned 16, or when I turned 18. And when I turned 18, my dad got an insurance quote for the car, and he said, no, and he sold it. It only got the 8-track.
That's why I didn't get a car from my mom, because the insurance was going to be too much.
Yeah, insurance is crazy. Jeeps, Chrysler, Dodge are consistently rated the most unreliable nowadays versus Honda and Toyota. Yeah, I will tell you this. Don't get a new Jeep. I will repeat that. Do not purchase a new Jeep unless you are getting a Wrangler, okay? If you are getting a Jeep Wrangler off-road package, go ahead and get a Jeep. Otherwise, don't get a Patriot. Don't get any of these new Jeeps. Don't do it. Got your hair, can you afford clippers? No, man, I'm too broke. So Honda Civic, the best reliable car on a budget. I wouldn't say the best. I honestly, if you're on a budget and you're looking to get the most for your money, my recommendation, and this is biased, right, because of the cars that I've owned the last couple of times, go down to the Nissan dealership. Look at the Leaf. Look at the Kicks. What's the one that's right below the Kicks? Is that the Leaf?
No, the Leaf is the.
Kicks is like the middle child.
Yeah.
Rogue is the big one.
Yeah.
That one's going to be more expensive though. But a Kicks and the one right below a Kicks are going to be.
The Ultima or something?
No, it's not. The Ultima's like a sedan. There are three different like it's like their SUV line basically at Nissan. And there's a small one that's the most economy class car that they sell, and it's a really good little car. Their Kicks, which is like their crossover SUV, the Rogue, which is their full-size SUV, then they've got the Leaf, which is their budget EV, and the Aria, which is their luxury EV. All of those cars are fucking dope. Juke, that's what it is. Yep, it's the Nissan Juke. So the Nissan Juke is the tiny little crossover. The Nissan Kicks, which I owned for a few years, is the mid-size crossover. The Rogue is the big brother. It's like a full-size SUV, but that's going to be more. That's not a budget car. Neither really is the Kicks. The Kicks is like low-medium budget.
Kicks is like 20.
Yeah, Kicks is going to start at 20 with the base package, which I think is pretty budget. And I would imagine that the Juke is going to start somewhere around 14, 13, maybe that's a little low. I don't know. Either way, that's my recommendation. Kia, I see a lot of Kias on the road now. So, but I've never driven one. I can't really speak to them. Pathfinder. Oh, well, yeah, the Pathfinder's the big, giant, like, off-road type SUV. The Rogue is, like, the full-size family SUV, kind of, right? But the Pathfinder's hella expensive. Like, people are talking about budget cars. Was your Scion one of those cube-shaped ones? Yeah, it was the old, boxy, like, if you can look it up, 2006 Scion XB. It was silver. And I got it in 5-speed, and I put a banging fucking system in it. Rolling through Atlanta, night crawling in a Phantom. Kia, you mean KN? I know, dude. Dude, it took me like a month to figure out what brand of car that was.
Yeah, we're like, did they just make a new brand?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Remember, we were driving around going like, what is this KN shit? And then I looked at it. Like, I was parked behind one, and I looked at it kind of sideways, and I was like, oh, wait, Kia, that's a Kia. Yeah, that rebrand was awful, bro. Those Scions, you know why you still see those Scions around? Because those Scions were so much fun to work on for, like, tuners. They were so easy because everything on them, it was basically like, the chassis was basically a, what you call it? What was the car? A Toyota, whatever their tiny little car was, their tiny little Corolla maybe? No, that was the big one. I can't remember, but like Scion is Scion is basically just an off-brand Toyota. Some of these other electric trucks actually look good. The only one that I've seen on the road that I thought looked pretty nice was a Rivian truck. They're kind of goofy looking, but I like it. And they look like you could put shit in them and like actually like maybe haul a couple of things in the back with it. So, I mean, that puts it above a fucking Cybertruck by a mile. But yeah, I think people are sleeping on Nissan, bro. And I will say this, I'm not trying to flex, but when you talk about electric vehicles, non-fucking luxury one, like like $500,000 electric vehicles, right now, I own the best looking electric vehicle on the road. Dude, the Nissan Aria with the top trim package. Got the piano black accents all the way around the back and the front bumper. Got the gloss primer gray. Got the fucking suede interior. It's the most beautiful car I've ever fucking driven, and it cuts a fucking mean look on the road, bro. It's a mean looking car.
Chonk though.
Dude, I'm gonna go show you guys this car because it's easy for me to walk out there real quick. I just can't show you my fucking license plate. I'm not gonna be stupid about it, but I'll show you the car. Just so you know, I'm not telling stories out of school, man. I'll get my keys right here. Pull up in a demon on God. I mean, I just think it's like the meanest looking EV on the road. Field trip, field trip. Get some light in here. Jesus. Have to forgive the bugs. We've been driving. But here she is from the front. Tell me that's not a mean car, dude. Here, let me take you around the side. I mean, come on, dude. This car cuts mean, dude. This is a mean-ass fucking car. No joke. Take us for a drive? Okay. Let's go for a drive. I don't know where to put you guys when we're driving. But here's what it looks like on the inside here. Here's the interior look, right? I got my L2 locked in, yeah. There's all the way around. There's the suede I was talking about. All that's like blue suede. It's fucking retarded. The dash is blue suede. Here's the shifter and the lighting accents down there. All that crazy fucking shit. Yeah, I don't really know where to put you guys. I can't really drive one-handed. I don't think that would be smart. Paul giving hipster vibes. I'm sorry. I'm just telling you, like, people were asking about cars. I don't think I'm going to drive anywhere, but... Cup holder? Yeah, man. Of course. Dude, let me show you guys. Okay, I shouldn't show you this. I'm going to show you my favorite fucking thing about this car, okay? Before I get out. And we go on about our business today. Watch. Okay, so here. This is my glove box over here, right? Pretty standard. You slap it and it opens, right? Check this out. Right down here on my console, there's this weird thing that says open, close. You see it? Open and close. So if I hit the open button, let me see if I can capture this. I'm going to just hold this down. Watch the dash right here. Okay, ready? Oh, shit. It's the drug dealer compartment. Let's go, boys. Hidden compartment. Hit the close button. Shoobity-doobity-doop. There it goes. I mean, come on, bro. Come on, bro. That, as soon as I found that sold the car to me. That sold my car. I was like, okay, it's got the drug dealer compartment. It's got the hidden stash compartment, bro. Oh, come on. Dinor, it's me. It's just Dad coming home. And I didn't even go anywhere. I didn't even go anywhere, D. I just went to take a look at the car. That's pretty funny. Ah. Pull up in a demon on God. Oh, I'm sorry, D. I was gone for so long. I was gone for so long. He missed me. Good boy. Oh yeah, hidden, pressing big button with words. Whatever, bitch. Don't be a hater. Don't be a player hater. Okay? I thought it was incredibly impressive. Got any advice for a poor buyers through there? Yeah, dude. If you're, I already gave, like maybe you just popped in, but Nissan makes a whole line of cars that are relatively fucking cheap, entry level if you want a new car. They make the Juke, they make the Kicks. I'd look at both of those. It's motivating me one day to get a similar car. Yeah, I lease my car, so I don't, I mean, I guess it's technically the same thing, but I have the option to buy. So in 3 years, when my lease terms are up, I can take that car in and trade it in for a brand new car, or I can extend my lease, or I can just outright purchase that car if I end up wanting to. That's another piece of like, does your house have an electrical port to charge it? So my house has, okay, so it comes with a conditioner cable that lets you plug it right into an outlet. But that is like what's called trickle charging, right? So if I get down to like 70%, I run around town all day, right? And I plug it in, it's probably not gonna be full by the next day. It'll probably be at like 88%. So that is something that if you're gonna get an EV, if you've ever plugged in a washer or a dryer, you know, that big giant 3-prong plug, that's the kind of hookup you need to charge a car at level 1 charging, is what they call it. And I just don't have that here. I'm renting this house, so like whatever, I'm not gonna pay to have that installed in the fucking thing. But yeah, if you have the same kind of like plug that you use to plug in a dryer or a washer, that plug will feed what's called level 1 charging to your car, which means that if I went and ran around all day and got it down to 70%, plugged it in, it would be full in a few hours. Like it would be 100% by the next time I needed to drive the car. As it stands right now, because Amelia and I don't drive much, our trickle charging is more than we need. We've never had to like, oh, well, it's getting down to like 20%. We're not keeping up with it. Let's take it to Walmart and let it get a full charge. We've never had to do that once. Unless we're on the road, right? We took a long road trip. Isn't that too much of a hassle to deal with? It honestly is not. This car has 300 miles of range on a full charge. Amelia and I do not drive around for our jobs, so we just run errands in it, basically. The longest trip we make regularly is like 40 miles to go see my mom. It's really like, like I said, we've never had to take it to a charger and get a full charge on it. Our trickle charging works fine. And then when you're on the road, it is a little weird, but once you get it figured out, at least here on the West Coast, I won't speak for anywhere else, but there's a company called Electrify America that runs really good charging stations. They're usually in like grocery store parking lots or not gas station, Walmart parking lots. You can find them very easily using the the car. Like the car will track down certain types of chargers. You can put Electrify America in, it'll find all the chargers near you. You hit one, it'll navigate you to it. And then it's usually like a 30-minute, you just chill, let the AC blow in your face, listen to music, and your car charges. And then you've got another 300 miles. Well, I mean, you don't want to run it all the way down to zero, but you've got another 150 to 200 miles before you even have to start thinking about finding another charger. It really is not that big of a deal. Would you invest in solar if you had your own place in Cali? Yes, 100%. I'd get fucking a massive amount of solar if they'd let me. I'd get like supplementary solar. So I'd get my roof done with solar, and then if I owned a couple acres, I'd get like a chunk of that made into supplementary solar. Absolutely. JD Vance, huh? Wow. I didn't see that one coming. I thought little Marco was going to be the pick. I think most people did. JD Vance is a weird pick, but I don't think it matters at this point. I think it was down to those two, right? Little Marco and JD Vance is what most people were saying. And I called the other day that it was going to be Little Marco for sure. That's crazy. In my state, they will pay you money if you generate more solar to the grid. Yeah, the same in Cali. But it really wouldn't be about that. It would more be to be self-sustaining eventually, hopefully. To be able to be off the grid, maybe even, right? Would you state-enforced atheism help the Middle East, like with communism or socialism? No. No. I don't think crusades to politically eliminate a religious idea turn out well. I run 100% off solar, and it's awesome if you ever do get it. Off-grid, though. Yeah. All my cigarettes are custom made for me, 35% blend of Kush. Okay. I mean, good for you, buddy. I'm going to have another blue dream. Let me pick this up, too, for a minute. It's probably getting a little warm. Yeah, it is. Can you have a hit? There you go, buddy. I don't like the new M&M. Excuse me. I don't like the new M&M apple. I don't care for it. Do you have any good family stories? Quite a few, probably. It's hard to just summon a story. My brain just goes like, the Rolodex won't stop, you know? I'm trying to think family stories. Family stories. Maybe family story I haven't told. I don't know. Eminem has sucked since 2003. I don't know about suck. It just, I don't vibe with it anymore. And like the nostalgia bait of this new album really isn't, it's not hitting for me at all. Like, I'm still here, Slim Shady, blah, 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 blah. Jan Brady. I can't listen to it anymore. Skibbities are out now. Yep, people told me. Trump just announced JD Vance. I got it. Can you collect rainwater there in your area? No. They have, like ordinance against rain barreling or whatever. It's because the water table is so fucked here. This looks like a job for me. I'm here, and it's like 2003, but it's 2024, and I'm still on more, and blah, blah, blah. I just was like, Hey, Paul, good afternoon. Hey, buddy. Remember Soulja Boy? I mean, how do you forget Soulja Boy? Bow, 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 bow. Soulja Boy kind of like was one of the inventors, along with Lil B, the bass god, of like modern SoundCloud rap that took over the whole rap scene, right? That kind of like simplistic rhyme scheme, right? With the heavy, like the heavy slang, kind of like heavy southern accent drawl to it. Soldier boy, been here, watch me crab and watch me rock. Watch me, man, soldier boy, watch me crank that Robocop. You know, like that sound became the sound of hip hop, right? Eminem tunes always sound like nursery rhymes. Do trailer park girls go round the outside, round the outside? I don't know. It's just like I don't know. I don't want to shit on Eminem. I think he's great, but just not my thing anymore, man. Yeah, it's hot as fuck. I'm in the Central Valley of California and I'm sweating balls. So yeah, I'm probably not gonna be out here for much longer. I do need to do my stretches and shit. Maybe I'll do that and I'll feel a little better. So I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna do my stretches. It takes about 5 minutes. Recommend you do the same. Don't be sedentary. Get a drink of water, skibbity scroll and watch somebody else for a minute and come back in 5. Ugh. Okie dokie. Well, that feels better. I feel better, which is all that really matters. People are still arguing about Eminem up in here. That's pretty crazy. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Got flashed by a chair. I don't know what to tell you, bro. I'll feel better when I can get home and toke. Sorry you can't do that now, but... it won't be long, right? And you'll be on your way. I'm ill, so that's my excuse. No excuse needed. Three hours. Dude, that's easy time, bro. You're a short timer. When you look at the clock and you're like 3 hours till I'm done, that shit is tight. You must have started this morning too, what, 5, 6? That feels good, bro. You're on the fucking downslope. It's easy street till you're done, bro. I'm about to sell my RV, so I can't wake and bake like normal. Rip. Aw, I'm sorry. Have you seen Late Night with the Devil? I have not. The guys wanted to talk about it on an Onion Nuggets or something a while back, and they didn't because I hadn't seen it, and they didn't want to spoil me. I need to check it out. Hey, Paul, I was like 13 when you all started DFF, but what happened to DP? Random ass question, I know, but it just popped into my brain. Paul, how do you get through a 9 to 5 every day? You have to find something about it you like. That was always my thing, right? It's like I worked 9 to 5s. I did 8 years at Starbucks. I did 8 years as a network systems administrator at a school district. And my job was running around and helping people all day at both, right? And so you have to find something about it you love. And for me, I actually genuinely love making people's day a little better, right? I know that sounds stupid, but it makes me feel better if I can get a smile out of somebody that looks like they needed it, right? Or if I can make somebody's day a little less stressful in a way that they didn't expect, that feeds me, you know, in some way. And so I latched onto that at both of my 9 to 5 type of long-term jobs, right? Love from India. What's up, India? Are you guys as hot as we are over here? I imagine you are, right? I imagine it's sweltering over there too. Used to run a coffee shop. I would love to have worked the bar with you. It was actually fun. Oh yeah, it was. Network admin, that sounds impressive. I'm currently studying IT to get into that stuff. It really wasn't all that impressive. I mean, it was an impressive thing that I learned how to do that job and did it to the level that I did it. But as far as like impressive, like the only impressive thing is how much damage I did to my back working that job. I worked in a Mac district, and a large part of my job was moving around eMac computers, which are basically like giant CRT monitors that are smooth. They have no handles. Moving those big fucking 80-pound monsters out of a room and replacing them with big flat screen iMacs, right? That was the first thing I did for the job. Sweltering my ass off in the middle of summer, dying. So that was my job, you know, as it started. We've had tons of humidity here in Ontario, Canada, and the Great Lakes in general. The mosquitoes are brutal this year. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. It's pretty brutal this year everywhere, from what I can tell. But yeah, anyway, the whole 9 to 5 job thing is like, if you're stuck in one, find something about it that feeds you and try and focus on that. Like the days that I felt the worst were the days that I tried the hardest. Watch today is an Autodromo Group C. Beautiful little digital watch. I'm really, really looking forward to getting a second Group C at some point. I want to get the yellow on black. Black and yellow Group C. I don't have any yellow watches yet, so I need one. I like that watch a lot. Dude, you should look at Autodromo watches. They're beautiful. Group C's are, they come in 3 colors, I think. There's a brushed stainless steel with green accents, which is really cool. There's this one, which is the pink and teal, kind of like 80s one. And then there's the yellow and black. And I want to get all 3, to be honest with you. I'd love to have all 3, but I definitely want the yellow and black next. But there's a couple other watches I got to get before I get there, so. I'm a watch nerd. I can't help it. But I love micro brand watches. I'm not like lusting after fucking $200,000 iced out watches. Are you into Kurosawa films? You know, I'm kind of like criminally Kurosawa. Like I've seen a few. I've seen Ran, I've seen Seven Samurai, and I've seen one more. Redbeard? I watched Redbeard on the recommendation of Scotty because he said he thought I would really like it, and he was right. But I think those are the 3 Kurosawa films. Okay, hello? Check 1, check 2, microphone check. Are we back? Can you hear me? There's like a lag spike there. Overheating? Maybe close. Okay, that's a good point. I'm going to hold you guys for a minute. We're going to try and stop this overheat. I think that might have been it. Okay. We're going to get this thing cooled down a little bit, but I can't be out here much longer. I'm gonna finish this joint, and that'll be that. I'll smoke another cigarette, and then we're done. We're calling it. Throne of Blood, yeah. So anyway, I was saying that the Kurosawa films that I've seen are Seven Samurai, Ran, and Redbeard, and Rashomon. Is Rashomon Kurosawa or not? I think it is. If it is, that's the 4 Kurosawa films I've seen. If it isn't, then I've seen 3. Yeah, I watched Rashomon on the Kirk's recommendation as well, and it turned out to be a really good movie as well. So I definitely need to see more Kurosawa. I'm on a journey. You're new to my channel? Well, cool. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. I try and just chill and talk to the chat, so welcome. I've not seen Mad God, but I've heard about Mad God. Yeah. TJ has talked about Mad God. Ikiru. I mean, people have recommended tons, right? I'm going to watch them all. I'm going to watch them all eventually. Yojimbo, yeah, that's another one that I have not seen. Mad God is cool, yeah. I can't sit out here anymore, guys. It's the heat is like kicked in fully. It's 12:30, so I gotta go. Thanks for chilling. I'll